Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Gaskins here. Get a little light in here. Popping in. I missed the Q&A. I think last Sunday. Missed the Q&A. I think the Sunday before that. And this Sunday I was going to be gone out of town with my wife because if you've been keeping up with me lately, I've had to be on the road quite a bit in the month of February. But me and my wife's going to get away. So I don't know if I'll be able to do a live this Sunday. So I want to pop in. May pop in again tomorrow if I'm able to. And try to get some questions answered. So let's get right to it. The Divine Lena. And thanks to the new members, I believe the link is in the description to be a member of the Blessed Tribe. He blew up my cell a week after I left him. A month later, I called him for us to meet and talk. He had plans with his son. He agreed within an hour, and he didn't call till late. I didn't pick up for days. 4 days or for days. No talk. Well, not really much of a question. That kind of sounds like what you see is what you get type of situation. And I was reading today in my new book, A Woman's Influence. If you haven't pre-ordered that, make sure you get that. My wife and I is writing this book, and it's a chapter in there about mind games. Just really what it's talking about is when you kind of put people on ice and you give them the silent treatment and you do these different things, how sometimes it can backfire against you and you end up hurting yourself more than helping yourself versus just being real and direct and upfront with your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and what you want to accomplish. Hi, broke up with my guy after about 10 months. 1 week ago, because he, as a Christian, kept struggling with abstaining, missing him. Is there another alternative? I just didn't want to fall. Every man you meet, you're going to have to break up with every man then, unless he is a virgin. But every man you meet pretty much is going to struggle. But it's like, what does that struggle look like? What does the struggle mean? If the struggle means he's putting hands on you, getting ready to force you, now you break up. But if the struggle means he just crying and complaining and he just talking about it all the time, that's not really something worth breaking up over. What you can do instead for everybody that's trying to abstain is you got to set new boundaries. And I think I got a video on that called How to Date Correctly. So by setting boundaries, you can't be in the house, after 6 p.m. You can't be in the house. You can't be spending the night. You got to be able to talk on the phone and go out for a date. And then after that date, then you go home and then you get back on the phone. But another thing is you may just want to peck on the lips versus tongue kissing. You can't be doing any other funny business. So when you think about abstaining, you got to create boundaries that really feel like you are best friends that's actually dating. More so than, this couple trying to get down to business. So y'all, put your questions in there when you see me closing up a answer. A lot of people saying hello, so it's kind of throwing off the chat. YouTube need to create a thing where you could hit question and it could file it all on the side where I could just go there and see them all. How can I play my part and help a man be all that he can be? Encourage him. Tell him he could be all he could be, just like the commercial. It's really nothing else you can do but speak into his life. I think a lot of times what women try to do, what a lot of women call playing their part, is letting the man live off of them. He living in your house, he's driving your car, and you giving him money. You paying for his equipment, you paying for this, paying for that. That's not really helping him. And it's different if he's your husband and now y'all are one and he's earned that right in your life. But when he's just a boyfriend, you just need to be speaking into his life. Shouldn't be much else that you have to do. I'm trying to book a session, but don't see any dates available. Is everything booked up? That is correct. Correct. Um, Maquisha. That is all my sessions booked up. Um, should be something available in April. If you visit mymentor.life, if you don't see anything on mymentor.life that's available on that schedule, then email support@tonygaskins.com. Support@tonygaskins.com, because I got two different schedules. So I got one schedule on mymentor.life, and then I got another schedule just on my personal clients, people that was already my clients before we launched mymentor.life. Miss Parker, I ain't gonna be able to answer no long question, no two-part question if you can't fit it in one thing, cause it's too many messages in there. Is coworker interested? Been working together 5 months. Greets me in the halls, but never had one-on-one convo at work. He would have found a way to approach by now, right? Not interested, or position myself better. You're right. He's not interested. He'll call you on your extension if he's interested. He'll call you on your extension. He'll send a note to you. A man ain't gonna let nothing stand in the way between him and a woman he's interested in. So trust and believe that. Advice for healthy marriage. Read my book, Make It Work. With marriage, you can't really gloss over that stuff. You need to read the book, Make It Work. It should be on sale now. The paperwork, I mean, not the paperwork, the paperback version just released in January. So Target, Walmart, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, Amazon, wherever you buy books from, the audio book. If you listen to books, make sure you get the book, Make It Work, is what it's called. Is it a red flag if a man in his mid 40s wants to date a woman in her 20s? Yes, that's a red flag. That's a red flag because you young enough to be his daughter. And typically, what you have to understand about older men, a lot of times, it's just like, you know, it's something new. It's something new. It's young. It's fresh. It's just, it makes a man feel younger, makes him feel accomplished. And so, but it is kind of, to be that much apart, that's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. A man should not be attracted to or wanting to date a woman that is young enough to be his daughter. I don't recommend that at all. You're just in two different generations, two periods of life. It's a lot that you're going to run into. No, actually, you need to read that book two or three more times if you need something extra. You ain't read that book. You ain't read that book. You don't be asking that. You read that book now. You need that. There's 300 pages in there. What else extra you want in there? Can you make your man jealous when he got lazy on you? No, you can't make him jealous, but you can work on you, and he might be inspired by seeing your hustle, your grind, seeing the way you treating your body, the way you treating yourself, the way you living your life. You can help that way. Will a man try again if he knows you're the one, but you weren't sure the first time he shot his shot? Mm, he may try again, but to be honest with you, I don't recommend entertaining it. If you were not for him the first time he shot his shot, don't get desperate because you turned him down for a reason. So if he wasn't enough to help you heal or to make you curious the first time he shot his shot, then keep it moving, because now you'll be considering him out of desperation, frustration, or whatever it may be. And you don't want to do that, because a lot of times when a man shoots his shot and you turn him down, when he comes back, he's coming back with some resentment. And so that could be a dangerous situation. Can you speak more on breaking soul ties? That's a real deep question. Too deep, that'll take up the whole session. So I probably have to do a session on that. But if you visit TonyGassinsAcademy.com, I got a whole course on soul ties. But that'll be, you can't gloss over that really. I'll be talking 20, 30 minutes. Boyfriend is great. Says he prays and reads the Bible, but think it's not necessary to go to church. Told him that is a problem for me. Said he will go, but I feel like he should know. He should already. Thoughts? Um, well, you have to ask yourself, why is it a problem for you? You have to ask yourself, what does it mean and what does it represent to you? And then you have to look at his life and his example. Is he living like Christ? So if he's not living like Christ and he doesn't believe in going to church, now it's a real problem. If he lives just like Christ, but he doesn't want to go to church, then you need to understand and ask him why he doesn't want to go to church. I'm a devout Christian, but I don't often get to go to church. I rarely get to go to church. My son plays soccer on Sundays. So a lot of times we in his ministry, which he's going to use his platform of soccer to spread Jesus. So, it's different reasons why somebody may not do something. And then a man being a man, a lot of pastors are men. Men know men. Men read men. And so for a lot of time, for me in a lot of cases too, is I don't always want to be sitting under a man that I know that he is, you know, living in sin and leading the flock astray because of the life he's living. So you can't put everything on going to church until you really understand. Now, if his answer starts to sound like a non-believer, now you got a problem. But if he has a deeper revelation, and with the world we live in, you don't know at one day if the church will be banned, if it'll be extinct, and you don't know, and if you just gonna have to depend on your relationship and the Holy Bible in your house. So you know that's a deep one, and you got to get with them on that. Aside from the clinical definition of narcissism, a person can be totally into self and not care about anyone else. Isn't that a narcissist? um I'm not sure what you mean aside from the clinical definition, because the clinical definition is what tells you what a narcissist is. So it's really nothing aside from the clinical definition. But I am not a clinician. Now, I've met some kindergartners that fit that what you just described. I've met some pro athletes that fit that what you described. So the question would be is, if that is it a problem? If somebody's completely into themselves or focus on themselves, is that a problem for you? And what does that mean to you? What does the word mean to you? Because some things is just left up to interpretation. A lot of words is subjective because it could be a definition, it could be an explanation, but if your education don't understand two or three words in that definition, it's going to mean something different to you than it would to a person who understands every syllable in that definition. So the thing is you can't get so caught up on labels, and you just have to look at a person and ask yourself, is this person a good person for my life? Whether they are a narcissist or a sociopath or whatever it is this person good for my life? And other than that, just keep it moving. Took your word about not falling for my male bestie. We had a long convo, and I made the choice to not be friends but associates. I need my future husband to know he's the only one who gets that spot. Um, I honestly feel like that's a great decision because a lot comes into that when y'all talking about male besties. It's a lot that women don't understand about that. A lot of women say that a man is their friend. And yes, that may be the case. He may be your friend and he maybe has not tried you. But if the opportunity presents itself, 9 out of 10 men gonna jump on that opportunity. And the man, if your bestie don't want to be with you, marry you, treat you like a queen, then he is in the way. He's blocking your blessings because every man know men, and men know that there's really no such thing as a male friend. Men know that. So if you got this bestie male friend, a man is not coming into your life because he's gonna say, you know what, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. He just not gonna trust it. And regardless of what you feel you know about your friend, your friend, male friend, is going to be blocking your blessings because most men is just not going to put up with that. They just ain't gonna go through it. Um, D Bench, hey, God bless you. God bless you. I don't know if that was a typo or you meant to send that blessing. God bless you. On high, Lord, pour out a blessing. I don't know if taxes hit. God bless you. Lord bless her tenfold, hundredfold. What do you suggest for feeding the spirit with positivity while working on the three B's and not becoming desperate? What I suggest is replacing your music, if it's not healthy and wholesome music like gospel music, Christian, contemporary Christian music, if it's not healthy and wholesome music, replace that with podcasts, with YouTube videos, situations like this to where you're getting positive things being fed into you. Lanny said positive affirmations too. That's another one. Positive affirmations cannot hurt. I got an affirmations book called This Is My Year. So create a routine where you get up and you read an affirmation, you may read a chapter of your Bible, and then while you going to work, instead of just listening to music, you may be listening to a video or a podcast. And that's what I did in my life. That's what I did. D Ben say she got her blessing today. God bless you. Christina, bless you. Thank you. Tony, you are a wonderful man of God. You help heal broken hearts everywhere. I'm grateful to be a part of the blessed tribe. Amen. Hey, bless you. Bless you. I really appreciate you. J. Alexandria, how do you respond when a man asks you how long you've been single, especially if you've been single a couple years? Will they see you as someone who's not a high value because men are not pursuing? You tell them the truth. You tell them the truth. And to be honest with you, the longer you've been single, the better. The longer, the better. The only time men really start to get a little weary is when you cross 40. And I know this gonna upset a lot of y'all because you don't want to hear the truth. Y'all say y'all want to hear the truth, then when I tell you the truth, you get mad with me, start hollering and arguing at me. But that's the only time men start to get a little weary is and kind of wondering is when you cross 40 if you've never been married. And that's when a man starts to he has to look a little deeper. It may not mean it's not necessarily a bad thing, but he wants to get to know you to see if it's you or if it's something to where you've just been keeping your standards and men just have not been on your level. And that's the answer he's hoping that it is. Let me see. After argument, my man wants to retract our plans for the next day and go 2 days without contact. Why? I broke up with him. It depends on what that argument is. Now, see, you got to list what that argument is. Now, if it's a petty argument, then okay, he was wrong for that. Now, if the argument was about you cheating or you stealing or you lying, then that's something different. But if it was a petty disagreement and then you know, y'all got to talk through that because you can't make that a habit. You got to be able to talk through things. And now on the flip side, it could be a red flag in the sense that if he gets that angry to where he has to distance himself because of he fears what he may do, that's another red flag. So now the thing is though, you can't just go breaking up with people every time y'all get into a disagreement and he pulls back for some distance. So when you break up, it need to be you breaking up. You need to be done because you can't keep in and out, in and out, in and out. So you want to make a decision on that. If you're gonna be in or if you're gonna be out, and y'all gonna learn how to communicate, or y'all gonna be done. Hi Tony, I attended classes at my community college, and I have ran into a certain guy 2 times, and we have 30 to 45-minute combos. He seems like he wants to make the first move, but seems hesitant. What should I do? Don't do nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Y'all talk another 30, 45 minutes. Then, okay, talk another 40, 30, 45 minutes. What you got to realize is men ain't really scared. Men ain't really scared, especially if he talking to you 30, 45 minutes. Sometimes what happens is that man may be in a relationship and he's in a battle in his heart on whether he should stay faithful or whether he should take a chance and try to cheat. That's what it is sometimes. So don't get too serious about it. Barb's, thank you so much for your blessing. God bless you tenfold. God bless you. Trying to figure out why this man love daily. Thank you so much. Trying to figure out why this man sends me mixed signals. I cut contact for 3 days. Then he expressed his feelings and told me he loves me. But then he said that he's not sure if he wants to pursue. Why? It's because you're not the one. It's because you're not the one. Just go ahead, take on off about your business, go on about your business. When a man iffy like that and he in and out, it's really he wants you to fill a roster spot. He just wants you to fill a roster spot. He doesn't want you when he's not too active, and then you pull back, and then he want to show up and express himself, and then he want to pull back again and say, I don't know if I want to pursue you. It's just mind games, and he wants you on the roster. You just practice. You're not the one. So cut him off 100% and go on about your life. Oh my Tosh, he's in the industry and is very skeptical of new people due to the past. He's had my number and wants to talk, but only wants to talk in person when he gets here next month. Wait or get my track shoes. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to get them track shoes. You have to get them track shoes. But I mean, because he could talk on the phone, but he could be afraid of being recorded. He talk on FaceTime, could be afraid of being recorded. May wanna, you know, may wanna see you in person. But yeah, you're gonna have to get them track shoes kind of ready. Just sit them on the side just in case you need them. But definitely get them ready. Definitely get them ready because that's a little iffy. It sounds like you got a relationship and don't want nothing to be in that phone too much. I'm 26, man is 38. How should I address? We haven't spoken on the phone yet. He asked me to friend him on Facebook a week ago. He's a devout Christian, as I am. No kids, never married, no sex talk either. Um, that those type of relationships happen. I know of relationships that are like that. You're gonna struggle. Y'all on two different wavelengths. He may feel like a father figure. He may want to try to teach you and raise you, but you're gonna have your own mind, and you may want to teach him and give him some advice too. And y'all just gonna be bumping heads because when you so far apart in age, it's kind of hard to see life the same way. So you got to tread real lightly with that. And you got to ask yourself, are you desperate? Are you desperate? Are you tired of waiting? Do you feel like that's the man God sent for you? It sounds like a stretch to me, but only you really know. If a woman messes up with a man and has to apologize, how can I ensure the apology reaches him? I don't know what you mean by reaches him. If you mean that he feels it, or if you mean that he actually gets it, like gets the text message that you send. Um, the apology is men don't really do apologies. You could send it, but it really is not gonna mean much. It's a saying, God forgives, men don't. That's pretty much the truth. You really not gonna. Men just ain't wired like that. So it's like you can apologize for your conscience, but a lot of times when you mess up in a way that it's a deal breaker, it's better to just go on about your business, because it's very, 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 very few men who can truly forgive and forget. And you kind of set yourself up to be hurt real bad when you mess over a man and then you stick around for him to get that revenge. So you got to be careful about that. But you didn't say what happened. If it's not that big, if it's something petty, then yeah, he can forgive. But if you know it's a deal breaker, apologize and keep on moving with your life unless he shows you the heart of forgiveness of like Christ, to where you feel that this man is truly mature and he's truly forgiven. If not, keep it moving. Bow legged, thank you so much. God bless you. Tony cannot see any questions when he is talking. Thank you, blessed people. Oh, wow, you sent me a blessing. The tell the people I can't see their question. And bow-legged is right. When you see me talking, don't post your question. Wait till I'm done, then post it in there. But again, there's a lot of people posting, so I'm still gonna miss some of them. I'm gonna try to do another one tomorrow. So if you get yours answered today, don't ask one tomorrow, so somebody else could get one in. Let me go, cause y'all went to dropping this here. Boyfriend lied about his background. He's been to prison for 4 years and lied about it. He wants me to trust and forgive him. What are your thoughts? On out of there. Get on out of there, because prison is actually like a calling card today. I mean, prison is a good thing. Everybody trying to go to prison today. You know, T.I. went to prison. Gucci Mane went to prison. Lil Boots went to prison. It's like the women today, oh, you went to prison, you're a real man. So for him to lie about something that people getting credit for, then, you know, hey, that's scary to me, because it ain't really much shame about that with all the men that's going to prison today. It's like, if he lying about that, he'll lie about anything. But something like that, that's big. That's almost like lying about whether you got children or not. Can you talk about how to deal with an alpha male? Because I came across a video from AMS, I don't know what that is, and they basically say and act nice to lay women. Well, listen right here. A lot of women make the mistake of trying to understand the games men play. It's good to have the knowledge, but what you got to know is, what are your standards? And that's all that matter. Because what you just said, they say and they play nice to lay women. So it's one rule. It's one rule that a lot of women don't want to keep. And y'all already know, if you follow my videos, what I'm gonna say. Stay off your bike. Stay off your bike. If you stay off your bike, he's gonna play himself, because he could be nice as he wanna be. He could be nice as he wanna be. He can wine and dine all he want to. If you stay off your bike, he gonna play himself. Keep your legs closed, like Caramel Kisses just said. So understand that right there. Yeah, it's worth meeting. I can't remember what question you asked. I recently met a really nice guy and I like him a lot. He just revealed that he has stomach cancer and that he has 2 years to live. Should I keep him as just a friend? That's a deep one, but this one thing I realize, sometimes, God will put somebody in your life to teach you a lesson. If he got 2 years to live and it's no other men knocking on your door, what you got to say is, look, I'm not gonna, you know, let you live off of me. I'm not gonna be giving you any money or anything like that. But a person on their deathbed could teach you a lot about life. And you could make his life a lot easier going out. Get you some points in the good book. But then also sometimes God allows somebody to come into your life for you to be a blessing and for them to be a blessing to you. So you never know. he might have had life insurance before he got that, and can't trust anybody in his life, and coming in your life to see if he could trust somebody that's gonna love him and he leave you a nice blessing. Not to say do it for that, but that's what I mean. Sometimes people come into your life for reasons that you don't even know or understand why they showing up. And so, you gotta kind of be a blessing, speak into his life, and just make sure that you're not getting used. Jojo, thank you. God bless you. God bless you for that. I'm 42, author, engineer, single mom, moving to a new state, staying off my back. Where do I meet single men over 30? To be honest with you, men everywhere, Jojo. Men are everywhere. It really comes down to you being open minded and ready to meet a man. So a man is at the gas station, he at the grocery store, he at Starbucks, he at Barnes and Noble, he at church, he in the singles group, he at meetup.com, in the entrepreneur group, and there's an engineer group on meetup.com. A man is everywhere. What it is that you have to make sure that you have the mindset and that you truly ready to meet him, because he's reading you. You right. Be ready. Don't be on your phone. Don't be looking down. Don't be thinking negative thoughts. Oh, these men trash. All these men sorry. You can't even trust these men. Look at those sorry butt over there. And oh, sorry. Look at him. I think he look good. So now when you doing that, he's your face reading you, and you don't even realize it, but it's because of the music you've been listening to, the conversations you've been having with bitter baddies, and all of that. So you looking at a man, and your vibe just coming off as ugh. But when you ready and you telling yourself, I might meet my husband today. I'm ready to meet my husband. I might meet my husband today. Now your face is pleasant. Now you looking. So a man see you, and it's like you got your favorite, song playing in your head, and he wanna come to you. Y'all, thank you for the new members. God bless you. My ex-husband who cheated and had two babies now trying to reconnect. How do I deal with him? I usually ignore his texts. I am single and have forgiven him, but I do not respond to his text. You're doing the right thing, Sonya. Do not change your mind. Think about this now. Do not change your mind. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Is your ex for a reason. Cheated and had two on you. Come on now. Come on. You could forgive him. With him, you gotta forgive him and forget him. That's how you got to do. Forgive him and forget him. Because, see, you dripping swagoo on ragoo. And so that's why he trying to come back to you, because you shining looking like you doing good. And so he want to get back in your life to get some of that favor, that oil on him. But you got to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let him watch you from a distance. Let me see. I'm looking for a question now. Tony, I have more than one child. Is it too late for me, or do I have the right to have a good man due to learning to love and respect myself late in the game? You can have a good man. I don't know if you have a right to it, but you can have a good man. What it comes down to is you continuing to do the work and work on you, and what you're going to realize is somebody for everybody. So it might be a man who comes in and he really wants to be that father figure. He want to be that father figure, and he want to be there, or he may have some of his own that he's not able to be in their life because of the mother and her immaturity and the way that she is. And so he wants to be there, but he may not want to start all the way over and have some of his own, and so he sees yours like his own. And so understand that right there, that it's never too late, but you just gotta be prepared and you gotta be ready. Let me see. Hi, Tony. What dating advice can you give a 55-year-old woman that was married for 21 years, been divorced for 1 year and a half, would definitely like to get married again? Two children, 17 and 19. 55-year-old woman, married for 21 years. Um, you wise, you know the game, you done been around, but now listen, when you've been married for 21 years and you come out, it's kind of like getting out of prison. Thank you, Cheyenne, for saying don't forget to hit the like button. And for your blessing. God bless her. Lord bless her. Bless all these new members. Bless all my current members. So it's like coming out of prison after doing a 21-year bid. So 21 years ago, now you got to learn what Facebook is, how it works, what an iPhone is, self-driving car. You seeing a Tesla plugged up to the wall, and you like, what in the world? I was driving a 1975 Buick. Now they got this car plugged up to the wall at the airport, and it say it drive itself. So you see what I mean? That's what it's like dating when you come out and you've been, tied down for 21 years. So you got to heal and you got to relearn. You got to take and go through the school, the relationship school. I got a course called Relationship or Real Love University on TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. Go to the academy, TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. The link might be in this description. And you got to go to school. And you got to catch up. You got to refresh. You got to know what you up against out here. And then with that knowledge, you able to approach it and not get hurt because you're going to recognize the red flags. But you're in a good season in your life. And the thing about it is, you need to be in expectation of meeting a man who's gone through the same thing you did. First marriage was a mistake, learn from it, heal, he's grown, he's 55, and he's ready to meet somebody to ride into the sunset. Do I give an ex-boyfriend a second chance after emotionally cheating? Nothing physical that I know of, just inappropriate conversations. Oh, you cut him quick, huh? You cut him quick. It ain't many women that'll cut a man off of conversations now. You cut him quick. Now you can't assume that anything physical happened, but a lot of times when it's emotional, it is some physical that then transpired, but you can't assume that if you don't have the evidence. But I'm just here to tell you as a man. Let me tell you something else as a man. Is that let me tell you something else as a man is that it's very easy. It's very easy to cheat. It's very easy. Very, 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 very easy. And so what I tell women all the time, when you catch a man cheating, it's 10 times, 10 other times that you did not catch. It's that easy. It's that easy. And so, I would say if you felt it was bad enough to leave him for it and you had the strength to leave him, you got to be careful about that second chance, and you got to make sure that he has done enough and shown you enough that shows you that he's changed as a man. He need to look different, walk different, smell different, talk different, all of that. How important? How important is physical attraction? I've had guys approach me who were nice, and I tried to give them a chance, but I wasn't attracted to them at all. It is important. It is important. It's not everything, but this is the thing. You should at least be able to look at the man and he grow on you. If he make your stomach turn, if you feel a little throw up in your throat, then you can't force that. If you got to turn your nose up and then change your face, you can't force that. But if you look at him and he's like, he's not bad looking, he's not everything I've dreamt of, but he's not, if you can say that, then it's not too bad. But what you have to realize is a lot of times we treat people based on how the world treat us. So if the man is looks challenged, he's gone through a lot in life because the world is not kind to people that the world deems as looks challenged. And it's unfair. It's very unfortunate. But he's gone through so much that it has humbled him and it's taught him to be nice, especially when you first meet somebody. So now, but see, on the flip side of this is with a looks challenged man, encouragement world, God bless you. or a woman, more specifically a man, what happens is you have the ugly duckling syndrome. So a lot of times when you give a man a chance that you're not attracted to, by him getting you now affirms him and boosts his confidence. And now he went from being the ugly duckling to thinking he's the swan. So now because he got a swan in his eyes, he start to want to figure, oh, I could get other swans. That's what I call the ugly duckling syndrome from that book that you read when you was little. And I see this a lot. I see looks challenged men get a woman who is giving him a chance because the men that she was attracted to didn't hurt her. And then all of a sudden he gets her, and then the looks challenged man start to act a fool. And he starts to turn out to be worse than the men that she was actually attracted to. And it's because he don't know how to handle success. He don't know how to handle a woman that looked better than him. And so he started to act a fool, and he started to get, happy and want to start seeing how many other swans he can get. Because he was used to being the ugly duckling that was getting overlooked. Some of y'all giving advice. How do men perceive being blocked on social media? Does it bother them, or does it make you look weak? It don't make you look weak now. It do not make you look weak. It make you look strong. When you could block somebody, it make you look strong. Guess what? I had to block me 3, 4, 5 of them today. So a lot of time when people say, Tony, how did this video have thumbs down on it? Because those the people I done blocked. And they done went and got them their side page, and they coming in. As soon as the video hit, they hitting that thumb down because they mad. And because I done blocked them. Hey, listen to me. So when you block a man, his feelings gonna be hurt. Shankia, thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Pour out in your life. In the name of Jesus. Um, he's gonna be hurt, but and he gonna see you as strong. You don't look petty, you don't look weak. And when you're trying to break a soul tie, you gotta block a person, because if you don't block them, you're gonna keep on seeing them. You're gonna keep on seeing them, and every time you see them, it's retying that soul tie. I know you did a short video. Was it a short video on men giving the silent treatment? Do you feel like they are still good men, possibly dealing with something? He had a drinking and gambling problem as well. Now see, that's where your problem come in. That's when your problem come in. He got problem that's bigger than you. He don't need you. He need Narcotics Anonymous. I mean Alcoholics Anonymous, and he need Gamblers Anonymous. He don't need you. So when you say is he still a good man? Yeah, if he a good man without drinking and without alcohol and gambling. But when you put alcohol and gambling and silent treatment together, now you got a concoction that's gonna blow up in your face. You got to run. You got to run. He need Jesus, not you. And so you got to understand that. Don't make excuses for a grown man now. That's what Jesus died on the cross for him for. Crystal Pryor, God bless you. Bless you. Pour out in your life. Should I wait for a man to say something to me first, or can I pursue him? If pursuing him is okay, how do I do that without looking thirsty? Okay, you new here. You was new here. I got a video that I just did the other day talking about that, but I can't remember the title. But absolutely not. You should not pursue a man. You should not pursue a man under any circumstances. Kendra, God bless you. God bless you. I'm praying that these seeds get tenfold, hundredfold. According to your faith, be it unto you. That's what I'm praying. Shakita, God bless you. God bless you. Sean, bless you. Bless you. Ashley, bless you. Bless you. I have been in 2 abusive relationships. The second ended after 9 years plus 2 kids, left with only kids. I'm afraid when I find a new guy, he will leave if and when he finds out I had restraining order and jail on them. No, no. And he don't have to find that out. Be honest with you, that's business. That's irrelevant. See, what's relevant is if they gave you a life altering disease. Okay, what's relevant are the children that you're raising, but a restraining order against them, that's irrelevant. That's not something. So every detail is not a detail that needs to be told. But even if that does come out, that don't have nothing to do with him. He just see like, wow, you dealt with some really toxic dudes. Then see, the thing about it is why y'all can't always tell a man, a new man, everything that you've dealt with in the past is because when you do that, you let a man know what you're willing to put up with. And see, most men, they hanging in the balance. And so a lot of men, it's like we all half good, half bad. And we all just one step from one or the other. So when a man comes into your life and you tell him everything that you've been through with a man, you let him know what you're willing to put up with. So now he may look at the situation and say, "Oh, okay, you old easy, you old gullible and naive woman. So I'm not finna give you my best. I'm finna get on over you." So that's what you have to realize, that you can't tell everything, and it's not gonna make him leave. Now he's not gonna. A man don't care about the last man. He worried about how you deal with him. Saritha, God bless you, bless you. I prefer to date God's way. Could you explain what's proper when you are in the getting to know each other stage as a Christian? For example, is it okay for a man to get to know multiple women? I got a whole video on that, and that's a whole sermon, that's a whole lesson. Um, I think it's called How to Date Correctly, or it might be another one, but it is. And when you say get to know in them, um, you can't really worry about what the man doing. If you want to date the way God called you to date, then you have to determine what that means for you. So if that means for you staying out of fornication, that's all you worry about. You can't lose your sleep worrying about is he getting to know other women and all that, because 9 out of 10 times he is getting to know other women. It's a waste of your breath to ask a man, are you getting to know other women? That's a waste of your breath. A man is not going to show you his hand like that. And if you do slip up and ask him that and he says, yes, I am, that's when you need to put your track shoes on and run. Because a man who really is into you, he's not going to tell you about another woman. He wants you to believe you the only woman in the world. Faith Moore, God bless you. God bless you. Bless you. Precious Faith alone. Thank you for walking in your calling, Mr. Gas. Hey, God bless you, precious. I'm praying he show out in your life. In the name of Jesus, bless the Lord. Hey, when I say them little prayers, I be mean. It be from my heart, from my mouth to God's ears. I be praying he pour out a mighty blessing. You hear me? And shout out to the young lady today. It was two of y'all now who sent me a cash out to the I don't know how y'all find money sign Tony Gas. It might have was Caramel Kisses that told y'all, my one of my Blessed Tribe members. A lady today, shout out to you, God bless you. She sold $200. She sold $200 today. God bless you. You hear me? That thing floored me. I said, Lord, I don't know if taxes hit or she just blessed and highly favored. I mean, if you get a tax return, you still blessed and highly favored. But I say, I don't know, Lord, what you did to move this woman's heart, but give her a hundredfold. Cause that right there blessed me. I was like, wow. K13, thanks for everything, Tony. Can you bless us with a video for single moms raising boys? You've mentioned this before. Looking forward to it. Okay. I would try to do a video on that. I don't know, I might have a whole course on that on Tony Gasson's Academy, but I don't know. Keely, God bless you. Pour out in Keely life, Lord. Bless her. Bless her. Sonya, God bless you. Bless you. Now that we have your cash out. JoJo, I sure appreciate you. Now y'all keep me going. I be on here working on this here clock, and y'all be blessing me. Loss about a man who knows serves God, was cheated on badly by his ex, shows interest in me, but no consistent contact. Is he keeping distance because still emotionally unavailable, hurt, or playing games? If what he has told you is true, then that is very much possible that could very well be the reason he's keeping his distance. If what he has told you is true, but you can't wait on him. You can't wait on him, and you can't allow a man to sit there and hit you up once a week and kind of keep you on hold and all of that. You can't do that. So if he's not healed, then he's not your man. That ain't who God got for you. Keep it moving. Cause if you dealing with a man who is not healed, hurt people hurt people. So he'll end up hurting you. And you can't sit there and wait on that. Don't sit there and wait on that. Caramel kisses, God bless you. That's supposed to be trying to get me a blessing. You hear me? Hey Tony, son's dad wants tax return. Discussed an amount while together. Reduced after giving him money during holidays. Relationship ended in big fight in public. He spit on me, still asking for 500. Um, if you taking care of your son and he's with you all the time, then I don't see a reason unless it's court ordered to give his daddy nothing because what is daddy doing? What he gonna do with the 500? Put it go buy groceries to put up for his son when his son come over there? What he want to rebate on some of the money he done gave his son? And then he spit on you. I got to charge him that 500 for spitting. Really need to be charged 5,000 for spitting on you. So unless the court say he do some of that money, I wouldn't even worry about it. And at the same time, to be honest with you, I would be careful with that man. When you if you don't give him the 500, be careful with him. Me and my wife watching this old documentary on Netflix called the Trials of Gabriel Fernandez, the TV out there. So I'm reading it because she got it on pause right now. The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez, and it kind of show you what a man will do. And this is what I be trying to tell y'all, how the heart of men is. And to be careful. Be careful, I'm telling you now. So yeah, I wouldn't be worried about that. Hi Tony, I started dating my ex when I was 17. He went off to the military. He's now 25 and I'm 23. So he was 19. I broke up with him because he does not seem serious. We dated for 6 years. Should I go back? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Run. Run as fast as you can run. Anytime you gave a man 6 years of your life and y'all still ain't married, y'all still ain't much of nothing, run. Run. What are your thoughts on dating while separated? Been separated a year. Been off my bike. However, he's dragging out the divorce process intentionally to prevent me from being able to move on. It is what it is. If you dating while you separate, you're going to be in sin. You're going to end up in sin. So I wouldn't worry about it. Let him drag it out and look for the laws that you can push it forward without his. If he holding it up, you should be able to have some workaround with that. I know the laws got to have something for you. So I wouldn't end up dating though. You could use this season as a season of healing, where you can heal and grow. Natasha, God bless you. God bless you. Show out in her life, Lord. Hi, Tony. I'm not ready to date, but guys approach me often. How can I be sure I don't miss my husband in the process of growing? Well, to be honest with you, I believe and trust in a woman's intuition. And I believe the man that is for you, you going to feel it in your spirit. When he talk to you, when he approach you, he you're gonna feel it. And I believe he just gonna have like a little outline around him, like a little glow. You're gonna feel it in your spirit. Hey, this the man to gonna come on out of waiting for. This the man to gonna grow with. You're gonna feel it in your spirit. It But I wouldn't, if you not ready, make sure you doubling down on the work. What I mean by that, make sure you really, really doing the work. You taking the courses, you reading the books, you going to seminars, you doing the coaching. Make sure y'all visit my mentor.life now and book a session with your coach. Speech is speech. God bless you. God bless you. Me and baby daddy broke it off, stringing me along, cussing me out, fighting, sending me a photo of female, blocked for a week, but I see him tomorrow. How to be strong and move on. Now, I can't really tell you how to be strong because you just going to have to be strong. But what you got to remember is you're going to have to remind yourself of all that he's done. You're going to have to remind yourself that he is a bag of trash right now, and that he is not worth your time. He's not worth your energy, and that all you need to be focused on is trying to co-parent in a healthy way and keep it moving with your life. It's not rocket science. You may need to get coaching. I think a lot of times what we discount is the power of words. All of my clients, it's like they just need to hear words. You just need to hear something. You need to hear something that somebody has said. And so, you got to be able to get you a coach and work with them. Misha, God bless you. Show out in her life, Lord. God bless you. Y'all blessing me, and I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all bless me. What really blessing me is YouTube. They put ads on your videos, but a lot of my videos is so real. I say certain words that's trigger words, so they don't run the ads on there, or if they do, they don't compensate me, and I don't get to see if it's on there or not. Y'all will get to see, but they won't compensate me because of certain words that is said, what they call demonetized. So when y'all show up and be blessing me, it sure be blessing me. I was thinking today, I say, man, I'm gonna find me a developer, an app developer, and create me TonyTube, so I could have a members only app that I could talk about whatever I want to talk about, how I want to talk about it, and use all the words I want to use. I don't even curse. I don't even curse, but they still won't let you say certain words. And so no, nah, Jojo, I need a good developer now, good app developer, not one old fake. Oh, I develop, but can't really develop now. I need a good app developer, Jojo. And you find them, let me know. I'm talking about a coder now, somebody who can build an app. NK, God bless you. God bless you. Is there a time when it's okay for a man? Is there a time where it's okay for a man neglect putting me first? Example, he's working two jobs, 4 a.m. till 8 p.m. I've expressed feeling lonely and abandoned, asked for flowers, etc. 1 month ago, still nothing. It might be for a season. It might be for a season. It's a season where a man got to work. And now, if he working, but it ain't got nothing to show for it, if he's not paying down debt, he's not saving money, he's not investing the right way or something like that, then there's no excuse. But if he just, grinding and it's a season that he's in, then you got to understand when it's a season of grinding. NK, bless you. Etna, bless you. God bless you. Who there? Lady Chanel, bless you. Thank you, Coach Tony. I really appreciate you. God bless you and your family. Hey, bless you. Tenfold on you. God bless you. Merch L. Hey, bless you. Lord, pour out in her life. Bless them. I have men pursuing me, good candidates, but I'm not attracted. No chemistry. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'm tired of trying to um, tell y'all to date looks challenged men, or men that you feel the looks challenged, because it ain't fair to you. Because a man sure ain't gonna date a looks challenged woman. So just keep it moving. Because I believe God will give you desires of your heart now, if your desires of your heart fits his will. So this is what I mean now. You can't be waiting on this perfect chiseled man who looked like a Greek sculpture and completely perfect now. But if you just want somebody that look decent, you could stomach him, then I believe God got that in store for you. Your old videos and a podcast have changed my life for the better. Thanks for giving up the game. You hear me? Sweet Olive, God bless you. God bless you. I hear you. Pour out in a life. Keely, you need you a times 10 blessing. Keely done showed up here. You hear me? Keely done showed up. Pour out in her life. What ways should a man give of himself? What ways should a man give of himself? A man should lead in love. And so what that means is that he loves you in a way that washes you with love, that you feel love and it makes you want to reciprocate to him. Truthfully, a man should be treating you the way, if you knew this man had a daughter, you know this the way he would want somebody to treat his daughter. That's how it ought to feel. And he should be giving his time, his energy, his effort, his communication, sacrifice, all of those things. Her mark, I don't know if I'm saying it right. God bless you. Bless her, Lord. How to get closure from a relationship when your ex never apologized for hurting you, blocked him on everything, have not heard from him in 4 months. You gotta give yourself closure. You gotta close the door. You can't wait on closure from an ex. An ex will never give you closure. Crystal Bell, God bless you, because an ex want to leave the door open. Recovery with Amber, God bless you, Amber. Mastermind, Amber, who just gave that blessing. She is a coach on my mentor.life. So is Shannon Owens. I saw Shannon on here earlier. God bless you. You got to give yourself closure. Crystal Bell, bless the Lord. I'm getting to know someone and we haven't talked all day today. Should I cut him off? I would give him a second chance and figure out why y'all didn't talk all day today. Because if he in the hospital, if a friend in the hospital, if something like that. Now, if you talk to him and he don't have a good, you know, strategy, I mean not strategy, but he don't have a good excuse, now you getting closer to it might be time to go on cut on off. So you got to realize that there. Kobe, Heaven's mom. I'm typically only approached by older men. Hey, bless you, Kobe. Bless you. I'm 35 and they are at least in their 50s. Could I be giving off the wrong vibe? No, no, no. They shoot they shot at a moving trash can. You know the trash can with the wheels on it so you can roll it to the street. They'll holler at that. So don't get caught up in that. You can't judge what a man hollering at you. You can't base that off yourself. Shannon bless you. Shannon bless you. Shannon is a coach on my mentor.life as well. Y'all book your session with Amber and Shannon. Been talking to this guy for over a year and he basically hasn't been talking to me much. I asked what's going on. He sent me a song and stopped talking to you. That song might have been that It's Hard to Say Goodbye by Boys the Men now. Let him go. Move on with your life. He taking. Crystal, God bless you. I see you. Oh, okay, Crystal, you might have sent the sticker and then realized to put the question. You hit that other button. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Tony. My ex and I dated for a good month and a half. Then he wanted to be exclusive. He came off so strong, and 3 months later, he broke up with. This the thing. He wanted to hold me down. See, what he's doing is he treating women like a step ladder. T. Johnson, God bless you. Pour out in his life, or his or her life. It might be a woman. God bless you. He treating women like a step ladder. So that's what happened with a lot of men is he's so broken and hurt he don't know how to be alone. And I've been that man. So what he'll do is he'll give you everything, be all over you. But he's looking for the one. And so he got you, but then he finds somebody else that something catches eye about them, and then he give her everything. And then he finds somebody else, and then he give her everything. So, you gotta just be thankful that it was that amount of time instead of something that was a year. And hopefully you wasn't on your back. That's the lesson. Now, if you fell on your back, That's what you got to take from that, because you see how quickly that ended. But if you ain't get on your bike, then you didn't lose anything. T. Johnson, bless you. Show up. Show up in their life, Lord. Bless them. I'm just up and leaving. What to say when a man inquires about past relationships, past sexual experiences, legs closed. In the nicest way that you can, tell him that it's none of his business. In the nicest way that you can, and it don't have to be nice. You ain't got to curse them out, but you just, if I asked that to a woman and she said, that's none of your business, because I know you're not gonna tell me all your business. So don't be asking me about all my past. We in the present. I don't focus on the past. I am not talking about your past. So we ain't talking about my past. If a woman said that to me, I'd be like, ooh, okay, all right, sister, okay. Hey, high five to you, power to you. I wouldn't be offended, to be honest with you. Sweet Olive, God bless you. Your old video. Oh, okay, they just got you up there because of the size of your blessing. I already read your message. T. Johnson, God bless you. Share say, book alert. Single is not a curse and Mrs. Right. I was talking to a social media person today, and she told me that I need to mention that I'm an author and mention my books and courses more, because she said she watched a whole bunch of my videos and didn't even know I was an author. But I told her, I don't like selling. I like to come on here and give, and I don't want to be selling, 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 selling. And I want a person to get the message and eventually they decide to Google me. But I am an author. I have written 17 books or more. I am an author now, so I thank you, Sheriff, for that shout out. Hi, Tony. 10+ year relationship. Now he wants to be married, and I'm over it. Is that normal? That is it's not normal, but it's normal. You hear what I'm telling you? So what I mean is that's happening a lot more often, and that's what I try to tell men. That's what I try to tell men all the time. Don't take a woman for granted and drag her out, because when you finally realize that you don't have a better option out there and you tired of playing games, she gonna be over you. So to be honest with you, I would not settle if I were you. I would just keep it moving. He had 10 years, had a decade to settle down and treat you like the one. And now that he realized he broke, busted, and disgusted, and I'm not necessarily talking financially, I mean just emotionally, spiritually, or what have you, now he wanna lock you in. But you got more to offer the world. And I would not want to be with anybody in business, in friendship, or anything if they couldn't see my worth. And it took them 10 years to see my worth. I'd be up out of there. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Asia, thank you. God bless you. God bless you. I really appreciate that. Why he didn't call? Can you make a video about knowing when you're in a situationship? You know when you're in a situationship now. You know when you're in a situation. You might not want to admit it to yourself, but you know when you're in a situation. It's a clear distinction between a relationship and a situationship now. You know it. You know it. And you probably in one. And you just don't want to admit it to yourself. But when you in a relationship and you in love and somebody loving you down, you know that. You can't confuse that. It's either love or it's not. Mr. Gasson, when are you going to allow internet into your love and relationship seminars? Probably never. Probably never. I don't come off well online. For me, you got to be there live. You got to be there live in the flesh, cause the internet go to glitching and you hear one sentence and don't hear the next sentence, then you holding this last sentence against me. So I just reward the people who make it on out. And I do internet sessions now, but I probably never live stream from an event. That just ain't. I'm not that techie. I really don't try to do all that. What everybody trying to do now. You got to go and make it to a live event or talk to an event planner and bring me to you. My daughter's father and I broke up when I was 7 months pregnant. he now after 1 year later had a small heart attack and cried on the phone saying he wants his family back. Had a chick for 9 months. Mm-hmm. 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 Now he had that heart attack. Now he feeling sorry. No, no. Let him talk to the Lord. Let him talk to the Lord. This see a lot of times when God trying to reach somebody, you got to get out the way. You got to get out the way. Somebody falling, they about to hit rock bottom. That's where they gonna meet the Lord at. And so you got to. He didn't want you when that heart was ticking and kicking the right way, not and skip the beat. Now he wants you. No, brother. No, brother. Sit right on in it. Sit right on in it. Tomorrow, God bless you. I typically do Tony G marathons on Friday. I gave up on Netflix. The Talks with Tony podcast was fire too. I want to bring that podcast back. I just been trying to find the time. And I'll be honest with you, you have to utilize your time in the right ways. And the podcast, it was taking a lot of time, but it wasn't really a smart on the business side of things, just because that's different. Like YouTube got so many advertisers that you can have some touchy subjects and still have some advertisers. On a podcast with my type of content, it's just really big brands, and they're not trying to sponsor stuff that's too touchy, too real, too much language. Miss Jones, God bless you. Lord bless her. Show up in her life. You are truly a blessing. I have a daughter and will arm her fully with your teaching. Thanks for answering my question as well. Hey, no problem. No problem. No problem. Caramel Kisses. Nah, I don't know how Caramel Kiss got my cash out, but somehow she got it. I might have gave it to her one time. She asked me, "Listen here, I used to turn down blessings, and then Lord put some on my heart one time and said, Tony, when you trying to bless somebody, don't let them talk you out of it, because if they talk you out of it, you blocking your own blessing." So I stopped turning down blessings. Lord, some of you got to be able to receive. Nordia, God bless you. Hi, Tony. Talking to a guy for 7 months, lives in another state. I feel a connection, but not sure he feels it. He recently decided to send me a gift for my birthday. Is that a significant or meaningful? Sending you a gift, it means something. It means something, and it's set, but it don't mean everything. It don't mean everything. Don't mean a whole lot. So don't look too deep into it now, because it's other people. There's some tricksters and some gamers and some players that'll send you a gift too, just to get you to drop them guards down a little more. So somebody, I had an auntie like that. She'll give you $1 to get you some soda, and next week she want $20 from you. Oh, you ain't got $20. I just gave you some money last week, and now you can't loan me $20. And I'm like, I didn't ask you for that dollar that you gave me, and you gave me $1. Now you want 20? And so some people do you like that, and so I just that same auntie used to call the police on my grandma and tell them she's selling drugs out the house. My grandma wasn't selling no drugs. So yeah, so you got to watch them. Take your time. But the reason why you falling is because that's how you fall. When you talking to somebody without intimacy involved, and you just building as friends. Ashley, God bless you. Show up in her life, Lord. For the first time, I'm not in here to ask a question. I'm here to tell you thank you for your videos and books have shown me how to love myself and know my value, not seeking men. Hey, bless you. Bless you. I'm glad it's reaching somebody. Sabrina, bless you. Tony, thank you for all you do. Newbie here. Where can I order your books? Amazon.com. If you got a smartphone, typically, if it's an iPhone, you got iBooks or iTunes. You can just type in my name. Barnes and Noble. Bless you. Thank you for that blessing too. Debbie Care. God bless you. God bless you. I wonder about how the thing say 99, 999 for some of y'all, and then some of y'all it's a round number. That's kind of interesting how that works. God bless you. What does it mean when man thinks it's fair and okay to go 50-50 financially in a long-term relationship? Um, when you go on 50-50 in a long-term relationship, now you got a couple issues there. Okay, when you say long-term, you didn't say how long that is. Okay, but the next singles conference might be April 10th. I haven't added it yet, but I'm doing the life coach certification April 11th in Atlanta. So I may, depending on if I'm feeling up to it, add the singles workshop on April 10th. But what you got to realize when you say long-term relationship, if a man has been with you for more than 12 months and you getting closer to 18 months and he hasn't gotten engaged to you, he hasn't asked you to marry him, then you cross 24 months. Yes, it's going to be in ATL. You just go to TonyGash.com/events. He crossed 24 months. Now, so you say long term now, the deeper you get, the less that he loves you, to be honest with you. So the deeper you get, the less he loves you. So now if long term mean more than 3 years, that's why he really trying to go 50-50. He really trying to go 50-50 because he see you as a roommate, not a wife. You see, my wife, she earns a living from our companies, but I don't ask her to take her money and pay bills with it. You know, she take her money and she earn a good living. She earn a good amount of money, and a good amount of money now. Master's degree, PhD level amount of money that she earned, but she don't pay a single bill. That just come out of the household income. You hear me? So the money comes in, she get a paycheck, and then the money that's left in the account that pay the bills. Her money is so she can go shopping. You see what I mean? It's so she could go shopping. She could be a blessing to her friends and family. She could, sow into people's life. She take buy me some gifts out of her money. But that's what it's for, because that's my wife. That's my queen. I want to provide. I want to take care of her. Now, if I saw her as a roommate, if I saw her as a friend with benefits, I want her to take her income and be paying, be putting up. But that's not the case. Nadia, God bless you. God bless. Hold on, Nadia. Let me tell Nicole, bless you too, real quick. Nicole, I'm gonna get to your question real quick. Nicole showed out. Did them taxes hit, or you just was blessed like that, going and coming, left and right, up and down, pour out in everybody life. Lord bless them. Nadia, fell for a man who I didn't think I would. He dated other women. When we hang out, we connect. His ex might be around. How do I tell him I fell for him? You don't. And you need to stop falling for men. Y'all got to stop falling for men. See, what you got to do is, what's happening is, when you with a man, just be with the man when you with him. Meaning, when you in his presence, when you on the phone with him. When you not on the phone with him, don't be fantasizing and by him. Don't be fantasizing by him. Don't be, thinking about the man. Be busy working on your business, working on your blog, working on your brand, working on your body, working on your brain. Be doing everything else and not thinking about him. Because that's when a man not with you, he's not thinking about you. When a man is not with you, he is not thinking about you. But see, women, y'all give so much credit to a man, and you be thinking about him. So don't fall for a man until you know he has fallen for you. And then don't tell a man you have fallen for him. Let him tell you he has fallen for you. Let him tell you, and still don't tell him you have fallen for him until you truly, truly believe he has fallen for you based on his actions he showed you. Nicole, God bless you. God bless you. You must be a nurse practitioner or something. That's a big blessing. A couple of y'all done showed out on there. And and even, and I tell you what, even for those of you who blessed with a dollar, it reminds me of the lady in the Bible who gave the 2 pence. It means more to me than you understand, and I want you to really, really understand that, because God trying to say something to me, and I'm trying to hear it about obedience. And I'm gonna go on a little tangent right here. Is I get a lot of TV interviews, a lot of TV opportunities, but I'm too real for TV because they have a certain agenda on TV, and I don't condone the tomfoolery that they be on. And I say, Lord, well, how am I ever going to earn a living serving your people every day, all day long, if I can't get on TV and water down my message and earn that level of money? And then God said to me, listen, I got you. Just give the message that I gave you to give, and I'm gonna send the people to be a blessing to you so that you can do what you're doing full time. And I say, all right, I'm gonna do it. And that's what y'all showing me. That God ain't tell me no lie. So I just thank y'all. Nicole, bless you. Met someone. He found out I recently started following your platform and he went ghost. He was terrified of all I'd realized about him, obviously. Put some respect on Tony Gaskin's name. Hey, God bless you. Hey, that's good. Let him go ghost. Let him go ghost. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. My ex and I were together for 2 years. Been separated for 6 months and we communicate every day. He recently mentioned men in our conversation. I went along with it and he got upset. Don't know what to do. Um, you kind of playing yourself. You kind of playing yourself, Dina, because you got a soul tie. You got a soul tie. He has a soul tie, and so he talking to you every day. But that don't mean he's not entertaining and or even sleeping with another woman. That don't mean he ain't in a whole another situation. But he wants you to remain stuck. So he talking and dealing with you. Now you made the mistake of telling him about other men. And the thing about it is, he's not really upset because what does he expect? He didn't ask you to be his woman, to be his girlfriend, and to be exclusive and come back and show you that he a real man and that he living right and doing right. So he's not really upset. It's just an ego hurt, and he just doing that to kind of bother you. So what you got to do is you're gonna have to decide how long you gonna keep doing this. You was with the man for 2 years. Y'all been apart for 6 months. He ain't come back and thrown himself to you and shown you that he is a new man and he want to make it work. Then come on now. He's not really about you. He really ain't about you, and you got to realize that, and you got to move on with your life. He just got a soul tie, and the thing about it is, a lot of men don't come and get this right here, what you getting. So a lot of men have never even heard the term soul tie. So that they have that stomach ache and they can't eat some days and they can't sleep some nights and they don't know what it is. They don't know that it's an emotional bond, it's an emotional tie to their ex because of the times that y'all shared and the releases from the brain that your interaction with him used to give him, and he doesn't understand that his body is fiending for it, having withdrawals and missing it. He doesn't understand what's going on, so that's why he reaches out to talk to you, because it soothes it, because his brain gives his body the same chemical release, the dopamine and serotonin. He's getting those releases, and so that's why he's there talking to you but don't really want to be with you. So it's kind of like you like a pain pill. Beauty B Daniels, God bless you. Thank you so much. Show up in the night. Thank you, Tony. You are such a blessing. I'm gonna manifest my future husband by the end of this year. Due to your videos, I know what I want. I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus. Hey, I'm claiming it to you. And to be honest with you, that's the mindset you gotta have in order to attract that in your life. Now, Keely, this is the third time seeing you. So I'm praying the Lord show enough show up on your doorstep. I don't know if this an accident and you don't be going and filing no charge back now, Keely. Because I don't know if you didn't figure out how to put the question in there the first 2 times and now you on the third time, or you just trying to get a blessing to me. Either way, God bless you. Let me get back to your question. Let me make sure. I'm trying to see these when they pop up, so y'all got to forgive me because they go across the top and they move off the side and they disappear on me. So I'm hoping I ain't miss nobody. Please help me figure out how to navigate dating after being divorced 8 years and celibate. Want someone my age, but only younger ones approach, and the older ones seem to want younger women. That's a tough place to be in. That's a tough place to be in. But what you got to realize about that is that it just means that you have to increase your engagement rate. So what that means is that you got to get out of the house more. You got to utilize, and these just random examples. If I go on meetup.com or a local site like that that has groups, like an entrepreneur group, or retiree group, or divorcee group, or singles group, and they'll have meetings once a month. I'm on there for a podcasting group, and they'll have meetings, and in that podcasting group, it's men and women of Florida podcasters. If I was single, I could go there, and one of the women in there probably could be single. You see what I mean? Somebody say local volunteer groups. Create a routine every Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. You at Starbucks, or then you at the Internet Cafe. You at Barnes and Noble. Have a gym routine 3 to 5 days a week. You at the gym and you working out. So you getting out, you getting around, and you out and about. And so you increasing your rate of interaction, because when you in a niche market, meaning that when you a divorcee, you're a certain age, you want a certain type of man, you gotta be meeting a lot more men. To where if you just wanted a run of the mill everyday man, you wouldn't have to do too much. You could walk outside to your mailbox and meet him. But the smaller that pool get, the more you got to get out. Ebony J, God bless you. Hey Tony, thank you for all you do. Can you speak on long distance relationships? It's the good and the bad. Okay, with long distance relationships, it can be amazing because you get to build on real friendship, which is a firm foundation. So that's the good part. The bad part, I hate to say this, the bad part is hard to trust a man further than you could throw him. It's extremely hard to be in a relationship, a long distance relationship with a man, unless he has pristine character. So you got to make sure that he has amazing character. Amazing character. And if he doesn't have amazing character, like when I say amazing character, I mean, is he doing things that's detrimental to his health, to his mindset? And when I'm talking about smoking, drinking, gambling, nasty movies, things like that, the more character flaws he has, the less of a chance it is of him being faithful. So he got to be a really good man for that long distance to work. Andriana, God bless you. Thank you so much. I have been dating my current boyfriend. I told my wife I was going to try to do 2 hours tonight on my phone and stay on, just because some people be having to go, some people be late, and it's just the amount of questions I get. I'm trying to block out 2 hours tonight like church service, because Wednesday night. So this my church on the minister on my YouTube now. I have been dating my current boyfriend on and off for 4 years. Okay. On and off. Okay. He's perfect. Oh, he's perfect. I am used to dating hood dudes and have always loved them because of the thrill. I'm dying of boredom. What should I do? Okay. Well, I think you missed a couple things right there, Andriana. Because it's been off and on. Off and on, that's a key word. A relationship is not off and on. Okay? And that might be why you dying of boredom. Because it's off and on. Number two, it's been 4 years. So he's not perfect. Because a man who is for you, he's not gonna let you go 4 years without being his wife. He's not gonna do it. So you are effectively wasting your time. You are unfortunately wasting your time because you're trying to force a situation. You can have a man that's not a bad boy, that's not a dope boy, that's still a lot of fun. That's still a lot of energy. That's still a good man. It just a good man don't mean old, lame square. Meaning he's no fun. He's not, spontaneous. He's not, I'm not a thug. I'm not in the streets, and me and my wife have us a good old time. And so a man still can get you hot, get you going without being a bad boy. So when you got a man that's boring you and it's 4 years and it's off and on, that just he's not that into you. He might like men, to be honest with you. In today's time, he just not that into you. Cause a man who into you, he gonna turn it up. You ain't gonna be bored now. 20 plus year ended, 4 kids. Recently learned he had a child with ex during our second year, which hurt me. Ambitious, money earning, bill paying, great mother. Moving on, moving on, single and irritated with the thought of starting over. That's a big lesson. And well, now see, listen to me. Listen to me. What's your name again? Robin, God bless you. Thank you for that blessing. Thank you for that blessing. Now listen to me, Robin. When you go through 20 years, you didn't go through that for nothing. You hear me? When you go through 20 years, you got to give back from that. You got to give back from that. So what that means is you got to be able. You got to write a book. Okay? You got to start a non-profit organization where you raising money in the community and having black tie galas and events to raise money to help women who feel trapped in their relationship. Even working women, successful women like yourself, help them have first and last month's rent to lead their relationship, help them have coaching or counseling. See, when you get 20 years, you got to turn that pain into purpose. You can't just try to say, oh, I'm going to just move on single and try to get back started. That might be why you're frustrated because you're going to have to do something with that experience. But other than that, you're going to have to heal. It's going to take a lot of healing. It's going to take a lot of learning, a lot of coaching, a lot of working. Ebony G, God bless you. Thank you, Tony. I'm in a rocky 3 year marriage. Purchase and looking forward to reading Make It Work. Also have a woman's influence pre-order. Blessing. Hey, thank you so much. Now I tell you what, when you read Make It Work, read every chapter, get you a notebook. I should have made a notebook that go with it. Get you a notebook and write in it for every chapter. Take notes. Highlight the sections you need. That Make It Work is coming from what I call a perfect marriage. That's what I call it. That's subjective, but it's just how I see my marriage because it ain't no stress from me, ain't no stress from my wife, so I call it perfect. Now, ain't nothing technically perfect, but I call it perfect because I just don't see how it could get better. So I wrote Make It Work from that, with that insight, with that advice that got us to this place. And so I say that to say when you read that, it could turn some things around for you in your relationship. I really believe. Thank you for your time and obedience to God. E. Benz, God bless you. Now you gave another big blessing. Now bless you. Lord, pour out in her life. Let somebody find her cash out tonight. Somebody said, Saritha, good question. Let me see where Saritha at. Saritha, is there a healthy, balanced way to guard your heart without being closed off or seeming cold? Yes, there is. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing, which y'all might not want to hear. Okay, the only thing you have to worry about. Listen to this, y'all. Make this simple now. Make this simple. The only thing you gotta worry about when it comes to guarding your heart is keeping your legs closed. That's it. That's it. If you keep your legs closed, that is guarding your heart. That's guarding your heart. Because anything else is really just a friend that you getting to know. The only time it's more than friends is when y'all sleeping together. And when I say legs closed, what I mean is nothing sexual. So nothing oral, nothing intercourse. That's guarding your heart. Because other than that, y'all just talking and bonding. That's no different than you and your coworker talking and bonding. You and your cousin or family member. The only thing about a lover is that y'all have a romantic interest and y'all have a goal. Y'all have a goal of being together. That's what separates it. But when you lose your heart truly is when you give your body away, because that's what consummates the relationship. That's what confirms it. See, when the good book saying and then they knew each other, that mean they came together. That's when it's confirmed. Before that, it's just conversation and friendship, building a firm foundation for the relationship. So, and this is what I want y'all to understand. When I met my wife, she a key. I mean, she was so nice and so friendly and so full of life and personality that I assumed as a man that it was gonna be easy to sleep with her. And then when I tried to make that move, I saw a completely different side of her. She got serious and she stuck it to me. No, I told you no. I was like, wow, how can the same woman who was so kind and nice and sweet and laughing and talkative be this strong about her standards? I was like, wow, wow. Bless be, go on make the t-shirt. I made a t-shirt today. It might be up under the video, up under some of my videos, where you see that self-love shirt. If you click on that, it might take you to my store. I'm finna be wearing this t-shirt. Somebody gave me an idea yesterday. And the t-shirt say caveats and nuances. I just think that's gonna have people looking crazy when I wear that to the mall and they see caveats and nuances. What that mean? Yeah, he sound deep. He sound like he caveats and nuances. He sound like a poet. I'm just gonna be wearing that shirt around because them vocabulary word hit me one day on a video. Diane, God bless you, bless you. Was supposed to be the future wife after Z manipulation. I don't know if that Z meant something else. After manipulation and controlling behaviors, found out he chose drugs over our commitment. How can I heal? The same way is the same way. Ain't no special healing. It's doing the work. What you're doing right now. Go on Tony Gass's Academy. Take the courses. It's a free course on there. 10 steps to self-love. Doing the work. You just got to do the work. Ain't no tricks about it. Ain't no magic formula of shando sabada, all that healing come yum, ain't none of that. You just got to do the work. That's it. Put one foot in front of the other. Crystal, God bless you, bless you. Husband almost dodging marriage counseling. Not sure why. Now that was my finger pop. Now don't y'all think somebody over here passing gas? Husband not almost dodging marriage counseling. Not sure why. I'm praying, fasting, worshiping to get answers from God. Doesn't want to be held accountable. Now let me ask you something now. Doesn't want to be held accountable. Only you can hold him accountable. Only you can hold him accountable. And this what I want you to understand. Because a lot of times I talk to people all the time and they say, I'm waiting on my husband to change. But it's some changes you can make. It's some changes you can make. So what I mean is, it's some things that you reinforcing. And this what I also want you to understand is the reason why God raised up prophets is because he understand everybody won't be able to hear him. He understand that God, the spirit don't speak clearly to everybody. So that's why I try to tell people. People say all the time, "Oh, you don't need nothing but God. You don't need nothing but God." But God put people in place to translate. That's why y'all go to church, because that's supposed to be somebody that God called to deliver the word to you in layman terms in a way that you could understand it. But so while you sitting there and you praying and you fasting, God might really just be telling you, listen, you need to go talk to a professional that I have called, that's called by me, that has the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to help you understand what you need to do relationally. Because my Holy Bible does not go that deep into the caveats and nuances of your relationship. So you might need to go talk to one of my called sons or daughters who can speak to you with godly wisdom, with my wisdom, because you on your knees crying and praying, but you not gonna hear what I'm trying to tell you because I'm not talking to you audibly like that. So use apply wisdom and go talk to a professional. And that's why I tell people all the time, do not be so heavenly minded that you know earthly good. You gotta just, it could be as simple as getting on the phone with a Christian relationship coach and could help you come up with a couple of tweaks. You know, God has changed my life, but it's through the words written by Apostle Paul, written by Solomon. You know, it's through the words of one of his prophets, one of his apostles. And so, but it's the word of God. So understand that. It's some couple tweaks you can make that can turn everything around. But you will not know that on your own. Met a 50-year-old, Keela Bath and Body, Kia, God bless you. So no, so I met a 50-year-old guy, talk daily. Now he only speaks one time a day. Now speaks, if that's by phone, then that's not a bad thing. If it's by text, it's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. Let me see, make sure I don't miss nobody. I'm anticipating my phone to go dead in a minute, but the 20% ain't popped up yet. So it might be because I got it off and just got on the Wi-Fi. I don't know. Um, Bellary, forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong. A little country over here, but thank you so much for your blessing. Praying God show up in your life. Thank you for being the servant man that you are. May God bless you real big. Hey, thank you. Your blessing is a blessing. Thank you. Is it okay to pray and ask God to reconcile a relationship you believe was meant to be, but the timing was off? Bless Angel, thank you for dropping that question. That's a good question. What I want you to understand is when when it's okay to pray. It is okay to pray. But you got to understand that the answer that you want might not be the answer you get. What you also got to understand is that it can happen, but God will make it happen. God will make it's gonna happen. Like me and my wife, she broke up with me because I wasn't treating her the way she needed to be treated. I wasn't the man that I first showed her. I didn't pray about her coming back into my life. She didn't pray about me coming back into her life. It just happened. It happened. So God will make it happen already. If it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. Because your prayers don't make God move. It don't make him do something that ain't in his will. So and the thing about it is you have to be careful about praying for what you want. And you gotta pray and say, Lord, I want your will. If it be your will, let it come back. I got a quote that went viral and it said, Lord, if it is not your will, let it slip through my grasp and give me the strength not to worry about it. Or give me the peace not to worry about it. It said something like that. And that's what your prayer gotta be. Lord, if this is not your will, give me the peace to move on. Because you don't want to sit there and be praying and interceding about something that God ain't got for you. And this is another thing I want you to understand, everybody to understand. Love transcends time. People say, can it be the right person in the wrong time? No, because love transcends time. If it's the right person, it'll be the right time. And so what I mean by that is when it's the right person, they gonna get right. They gonna get right, you gonna get right. And if it's the right time. If it was not, and if they refuse, then it'll circle back around and it's gonna be the right time. But you ain't got to sit there and be interceding and bloody knees and all that begging and pleading. If it's meant to be, it's gonna be. And it's gonna be the right time. And that's why I tell people there's no such thing as right person, wrong time. We say that all the time, but to letter, God bless you. There is consistency everywhere, but emotionally. Let me see. Long distance relationship, active at first, now inconsistent. That's the point I was making earlier about long distance relationship with men. When it's inconsistent, you got to go on about your business. You got to go on about your business. Hey, I only got 15 more minutes on here now. I left my phone down before then. But I told wife we had our time together earlier today, and watching our Netflix and chill. And I asked her. She said, "Sure, you could work, sir." And so I got 15 minutes left. But what I said earlier about that long distance, when a man inconsistent, you got to run because he done find somebody in short distance, or he done find somebody else in long distance that just tickle his fancy a little more. Don't play with it. Don't waste your time. You blocking your blessing because your husband could be at the gas station tomorrow. But if you so focused and tied up in that long distance relationship that's inconsistent, you gonna ignore your husband at the gas station tomorrow. Should I continue dating a man who seems to have trust and abandonment issues? His mother was a drug addict. Father had multiple children by multiple women, and ex-fiance cheated on him. Nah, nah, that's a dangerous road to travel. I tell you that because you might end up the road without gas, or up the creek without a paddle. So to be honest with you, to continue to dating a man like that, he need to be actively healing. He need to be actively working. He need to be showing you that he's healing, he's growing, and he's working. Because if he's not, and he looking like he hurting and he not trying to grow, I done seen that happen before. I done seen that happen. And what happened? This woman give all her time. She give years of her life. She end up having his children and everything, and he won't give her rain because he was hurt so bad. Striving soul, God bless you. Thank you for that blessing. Thank you. What advice would you give to married couples in keeping things fresh? It's so easy to take your spouse for granted and get in a routine. Lastly, do you think a man can be in love with one woman long term? Now, that's a great question. Now, the last chapter of Make It Work, chapter 22, is called Keep It Hot, maybe. And I talk about that. And the thing about it is one of the main things you got to do is you got to keep on dating. You got to keep dating. So me and my wife try to go on a date every week. Like we had us a weekend planned in Miami this weekend, and my wife she said maybe we ought to revisit that. I don't know, something came up or money went to looking funny or something. I don't know what came up, but was it this weekend? Yeah, this weekend. Oh, my birthday next weekend. I'm thinking it's this weekend. But you got to keep on dating. You got to keep dating. You got to keep doing what you did to get the person. Both of y'all got to do that. And yes, a man could be in love with one woman. Now, it's always gonna be temptation out there. It's gonna be some wandering eyes. It's gonna be some struggle. But yes, he can be in love with one woman and long term. And the way I do it is I find something to fall in love with my wife about. I right now she went and got her lashes done. I'm in love with them lashes. I just like look in the eyes. Got her eyebrows done. Like to look in the eyebrow. Fall in love with that eyebrow. I'm always squeezing on me some booty. Every time I get close to it, I'm grabbing me a handful. You hear me? Touching on everything, trying to fall in love with everything I can. And that's what the man have to understand. That you got to fall in love with what your woman got. And instead of looking and lusting after what another woman got that your woman might not have. And so what happened is the devil gonna try you. And this is what I do. This is what I do personally, because I'm a visual person. If I see a woman and she look real good, and she looked real good and she got a nice body. What I do is I picture a boo boo, and when I see that coming on out, or that booty that had a nice shape on it, yeah, make me throw up in my mouth. And so I had to do that to create. Now that sounds crazy to y'all, but I had to do that to create, to keep that devil off my back. Oh yeah, that sounds crazy to you. And I remember my homeboy in college. He used to say something. He used to say, he'll see a woman with a big booty, and he'll say, "Look like her booty stink." And ever since I heard that, I just always, if I see a woman and her body look real good, I just go to some stank, and I just make that up in my mind. He said, it look like her booty hairy, and so these little tricks that men are taking do, and that I know that that's too real for you. I know that's too real for you, but that's what I do. If I think Beyonce cute, I see a old long piece of boo boo coming out of there, and she up there on that stage in that little nasty outfit, and I see that. Any kind of lust that wanted to come, the Lord done shut it down. And cause see, that's what I try to tell y'all about when you move in too fast with somebody. When you move in with somebody that you don't love, you don't want to smell their stuff. That old stinking bathroom. And they spraying that flower Lysol on top of it. And it's been like stink flowers. You don't want to smell that until you in love. That's why I tell y'all stop moving in till you ready to get married. So that's what I do. Cause I love my wife, so ain't nothing about her gonna turn my stomach. But a strange woman, I could think about anything. It's gonna turn my stomach. TLJ Alexis, God bless you. He took me on a beautiful B-Day trip to Sonoma. Now Sonoma, now that sounds good. I ain't been there. Where that's at? Sonoma, that's in Italy? Or that's in California? I need to take a geography class because I'm trying to think. Sonoma sounds good now. But he didn't talk about our future at all. Should I let it go after 5 years? Okay, 5 years. Yeah, sis, it's time. Let me see. Let me see. TLJLX, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. I'm telling. If he's over the age of 25, it's time to let it go. Just because that Sonoma is to buy a little more time. Oh, Sonoma in Arizona. Arizona beautiful now. It's beautiful and hot now. It is hot out there, so take that back. He should have took you to somewhere else. Arizona is hot, but that's to buy a little extra time. But and I hate to tell y'all this because it's hard to hear. But when a man go to stringing you out, it's over 3 years. It's really because okay, my 20% battery remaining done popped up. Y'all forgive me, my 20% battery popped up now, so my phone getting ready to die. I put it on low power mode, but I don't know what that means. When a man go to stringing you out over 3 years and he over the age of 25, it's really the reason why is because he's unsure about you. A lot of times men want to say, oh, because my money's not right. Oh, it's because I want to have everything in order before marriage. Oh, I want to be financially, all that is lies. It's all lies. Because listen here, if when a man meet a woman, when okay, TLS Sonoma is wine country in Northern California. So well, y'all Arizona, boy, people be loud and wrong. Arizona, Arizona, Arizona. That's in Northern California. That's what I be trying to tell y'all about y'all in the comments. A lot of time be loud and wrong. Now I ain't mad at you, Arizona. Y'all got me think Sonoma, Arizona. Sonoma in Northern California. Got me out here looking like who shot John and forgot to kill him. So I'll be talking to somebody tomorrow. Hey, you been to Sonoma, Arizona? And Sonoma in Northern California? That's why I be trying to tell you. That's why y'all got to be careful reading comments. Now listen what I was telling you. When a man starts stringing you out over 3 years, he playing with you because he's not sure about you. He's not sure. And everything else is a lie because listen to me. A man could be broke, busted, and disgusted. But if he meet a woman that he feel is his wife, he getting married. He could have lint in his pocket to rub together. He is getting married. So all that, oh, I need to have my money in order. Oh, I need to have it. Oh, no, it's that He is scared to death about choosing you because he don't know if you the one. So you gotta choose yourself and say, listen, playboy. If you don't know if I'm the one in 5 years, I'm up out of here. Cause I don't want somebody. It's like going on a job interview and they saying, hey, come in every week or come in every day to keep talking about this job. And we'll let you know in 5 years if you're gonna get the job. But come on in every day. You ain't get no pay. But come on in every day so we can keep talking about it. But while you here, we'll have you do some work. Do some work so we can see how you work. Let's see how you work every day. And ain't no pay now. Ain't no pay, ain't no guarantees, ain't no benefits. But come on in here. How long you gonna do that? On a job. This is what we doing in our relationships. You showing up every day, you doing the work, but you have no commitment, no guarantee, no until death does us part. Okay, that's cool for a year in dating because you getting some conversation. But after that, no, it's time to get going. It's time to get going. Keely, good night. Tony, thank you for your advice. Turning 58 on March 10th. So I'm going to try to get back out there. God bless you. God bless you. Keely, you don't look a day past 38. Now I'm trying to see. I look at you at my good eye. You don't look a day past 38. God bless you. You doing good. The Lord kept you looking young. God bless you. Keep going. And 2 days after my birthday March 8th. And don't y'all go to trying to read up what March 8th mean and what a Pisces is, cause it's lying on me anyways if it's saying something bad on what the Lord say I am. Not no horoscope and all that zodiac. I ain't got long. I got 4 minutes now. I got to go because tomorrow I got to be up recording my audio book for A Woman's Influence. If you have not pre-ordered, please do it. Come out April 7th. And got to have them pre-orders in so that they know how much to print. Can you give tips on how to properly vet therapists? They are expensive, but I've heard they can help. How to find the right one quickly. To be honest with you, the work is really done by you. So you could go to any therapist. You can't really vet them. You got to pay the money, but you investing in yourself. So you're not losing anything by investing into yourself. So you really read a person bio, read their blog post. That's why on my mentor.life, we have therapists on there who are also coaching. On our homepage, we got therapists on there. Um, and you may not need therapy. You may be able to just do coaching. And or you could do both. Some people do both. My client that I coach today, she's in therapy and coaching. So it's an investment in you. You never be 100% sure. You could read a person blogs, you could look at their online content and just try to feel their spirit and use your intuition. But it's worth the chance, the opportunity. Tina B, God bless you. I truly appreciate you allowing God to use you to help women. I've sent you a lengthy question via email and received a response, but no answer to my question. How can I send a question to be addressed in a video? You got to send it to inbox at tonygaskins.com. You probably send it to support so they don't really answer questions there. And you got to send it to inbox at tonygaskins.com, but I can't promise you to get it addressed in a video just because it's a lot of them in there. Shakita, that job interview analogy, a gem. Hey, that just hit me tonight. That hit me tonight. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Lord just dropped that on me. I got to use that again. Now, since you done stamped it too, I got to use that thing again. I've been out here 13 years and ain't thought of that. My God. Thank you, Lord, for moving like that. That's what coming on here live is like a comedian going on their stage and working on their set. You hear me? Lord just gave that to me tonight. I'm finna be using that. India, God bless you. Finances shouldn't be an excuse to not get married. Marriage certificates in most states are less than $100. In Florida, it's 96. Thank you for your will. Hey, God bless you. You know, when I got my marriage certificate in Florida, it was 75. Now they going up a little bit, but I didn't have a dime to my name, but we had love. And then with love done built what we have today. Still ain't got hardly much money, but the Lord moving. He moving. $60 in Illinois for a marriage license. Look at that. Look at that. It just an excuse me and you. Cause I tell you, Beyonce walk up on him talking about she want to get married. He run up there with no clothes on. Ain't got a pot to pee in, and be up there saying I do. It just depends on does he want that woman. That's all it is. My question is too lengthy to send via super chat, Tina B. You know what that's a sign of, Tina B? It means that you need a coaching session. So everybody on here, please visit mymentor.life. I'm one of the coaches on there. Somebody told my schedule booked up. I didn't know how far it's booked up, but there's several other coaches on there. You saw Amber on here tonight. She's a coach on there. Shannon was on here tonight. She's a coach on there. There's several coaches on there starting at $25 an hour. So mymentor.life, not .com now, it's .life. The link should be in the description. But thank y'all so much. I've been on here 2 hours. My body drained. I got to go. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, and we'll talk soon.